Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. My name is Dan. This is Tweet FPV, and let's get some things out of the way to begin with. I'm not feeling great today. I've been kind of under the weather for about a week now, or kind of a upper respiratory type thing. And to top it all off, I was on an airliner 2 days ago, and my ears are just completely wrecked. I have no idea if I'm yelling at you or if I'm talking too quiet. All I hear is this weird in my head. It's been a really rough couple days. But anyways, 2022 is here. Happy New Year's, everybody. Hopefully you had a great holidays, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Festivus, whatever the heck it is that you celebrate. Or if you don't celebrate anything, I just hope you're doing well and staying safe out there. Doing some different things with the OBS background. Hopefully you guys like it. Everybody seems to be on this Fako green screen thing, so here we go. I can do it too. All right, cool. Obviously, it's not perfect. I don't have a green screen, and my mic arm really kind of messes with things. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. This is what I'm looking at. If you guys want to get a hold of me or get my attention, type at TweetFPV. It'll light up in orange here. Or if you're on my Discord, go to the live stream chat and we can chat away there. That's what I'll be watching for, different messages and whatnot. But yeah, this is how my stuff looks. Oh, not top chat. We want live chat. Why do you keep changing that? I hate you, YouTube, sometimes. But yeah, here we go. This is what I'm looking at now. I can already see that my bit rate is failing badly. All right, Brian Huff, House FPV, Steady Eddie, JFPV, thank you for coming out, hitting it the live chat way early. Whenever I post this to go live, people can start chatting, whether the video's live or not, or whether the stream's live or not. And these guys are there stupid early. Market Zero just ripped the first outdoor pack of the year. I might actually try to go fly today. I am in the south. It is disgusting hot and humid out. It's like in the mid 70s, like everything's sweating. The floors are sweating, the walls are sweating. It's gross out. You know, one of those times where you open the refrigerator and instantly everything is covered in moisture. Rob Logan Jr., as always, a all-time supporter of the channel. Thank you so much for coming out this morning, my friend. Robbie Store, how you doing? From not anywhere near around here. Dial up, welcome. Tony Hernandez, L. Leston, Kearns JW, KG. Hello, everyone. Admit I am new here. KG, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to Tweet FPV. Please like and subscribe. If you want to get some tech help, some extra information, or if you have questions, just general questions. Hang on a second. If you have any questions, need some tech help, want to talk one-on-one, go to tweetfpv.com, and in there you will find at the bottom ways you can support me, affiliate links, and then there's also a Discord server invite. Go ahead and click on that, and you get in on the server over on Discord. And you know, between me and like the tons of other very knowledgeable people I have on my Discord, we can almost always get you sorted out, or at least let you know what's going on, one or the other. And then I also do have a Patreon only section. As you can see here, you won't see this unless you're a patron member, but if you're a Patreon, you get access to the general chat and the troubleshooting, and that's where you know, that's where first dibs of my time goes. Just because, I mean, you guys are paying for it, so that's the way it works. Thanks for coming out. So KG, welcome. If you're new, that's what we like. We like to help new people out. This hobby is awesome and incredible, but the learning curve and all the BS and the low quality parts and all that stuff really turns off a lot of new people, and unfortunately, it just is what it is. High bar for entry, but well worth it once you get there. Some people have better times than others, but it is what it is. If you're looking at buying anything from Race Day Quads, Get FPV, any Amazon, click those links in the video or in the in the video description or in the website, and that'll give me a small cut, and it doesn't cost you anything. There we go. There's the arbitrary shilling. Oh, one more live stream sponsored, not really sponsored, but powered by coffee, because that's what makes my life go around. And the coffee I drink is Ruby Moon Coffee. My buddy Brent, I work with him. He owns Ruby Moon Coffee, makes spectacular coffee, and sometimes you don't realize how good it is till you have to go back to your normal stuff. If you go to rubymoon.com and use the coupon code TWEET, Tweet FPV, I think. Shoot, I can't remember the coupon code. Anyways, there's a coupon code, and it'll give you $1.50 off each item. KG says, I would like a drone, and me and my wife are going to build our home off-grid. We want to start with our YouTube as a side hustle. Yeah, I don't know if you can really do YouTube and be off the grid. Just kind of contradictory, but hey man, you do you. What's my Discord handle? It is TweetFPV. And OCD FPV, if you want to get that, again, go to the website, tweetfpv.com. Speedy says, you sound rough, buddy. I feel like I sound rough, and I'm sorry if I am. Yep, this, haven't been to work in a couple weeks. That will be going away probably by the end of the week, unfortunately. Current JW says, I had a chest cold thing a few weeks back. It's annoying, and so are the COVID looks. Yeah, try flying on an airline where, I can go a long time without coughing, but as soon as I sit down with somebody about this far away from me, instantly it's like, oh God, uncontrollable coughs. Just like trying not to cough. And I mean, you cough once and everybody thinks you're creeping death walking around. KG, I don't want a drone. Oh man, Manic, how you doing today? Ricardo, welcome. Oh man, Manic says it's raining here. Dial up -15. Must be in science units. Maybe, I don't know. It's been raining for a week in Ohio. Yeah, I spent some time up in Chicago and Michigan the last couple weeks. First day it was cold, and then after that it was like warm and kind of gross. So yeah, anyways. I had a chance to fly while I was on vacation. I finally got my Nano long range, or my Flywheel Explorer up and running. Took it out, 1200. I mean, whatever the maximum amount of powers I'm legally able to use. And I got a maximum of 700 meters. Yeah, go from 50 megabits down to 2. Did it a couple times, and that's as far as I get. Pretty clean line of sight. Got it home, cut the top off the antenna, and it turns out the left-hand circular polarized antenna that's on it was actually a right hand. It says left hand on the case, and the lobes stay a different story. And I never got a chance to get out and fly it again. So unfortunately, that was my extent of flying while I was on vacation. I do have a little bit of video from it, just kind of closer to the home, but it is what it is. Oh, just going through the, going through the chat. Speed Turtle says, yeah, if you aren't tech savvy, this hobby isn't for you. Yeah, you need to learn how to solder too. Like, there's lots of guys trying to go through this hobby with zero interest in soldering. Well, guess what? You're gonna need to do it. Unless you got enough money where you can just huck the stuff in the trash or pay somebody to do it for you. Drone services. There we go. Oh, man. Oh, let's see. Back through the chat. Patio Patterson started off on a Wizard. Yep, that's where I started. Ishin Wizard X220. It was a total pile of garbage, but for the time, that was the best RTF kit you could get into. You look at it wrong, ESCs catch on fire, you accelerate a little bit too hard, props explode. Things have come a very, very long way. Like, if you're frustrated with this hobby right now, it is 1 million times better than it was 4 or 5 years ago. Just for perspective. And even before that, yeah, it's even worse. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm calling you Manic. Maniac. Sorry, I don't read good. Currency W says that antenna. What was the white stuff? So in the pictures I put on Instagram, there was some little white stuff in the middle. It was just elastic, kind of just to dampen vibration so the lobes don't break off. That's all it was. Steady A says I blew up a Caddx Peanut on a long-range crash. Spot replacement is the 360 Go 2 from Best Buy with a replacement plan. Lesson learned. Yeah, unfortunately that. Yeah. Got to get the black tie protection if you're in the U.S. Best Buy. That is the best way to abuse everything. But Steady Eddie, here you go. What do you think of that? This is a stainless steel clamp-on case for the Insta360 Go 2. It has the usual DJI or GoPro labia mount on the bottom of it. Should be compatible with all sorts of things, but it is metal. Don't know how much better that would work or make it survive and whatnot. I kind of wish it was sideways, not an up and down mount like that, but you know, that is what it is. I'll drop that in the live stream chat there. But just picked up 2 of these. Haven't got them yet, but should be better than TPU, I think. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that all works out. Rick Cepeda, how you doing this morning? Happy New Year to you, my friend. Hopefully things are going well for you. Hopefully 2021 is a little bit better year than the last couple. I don't see why it would be. I mean, until I can get a GPU for retail price, the year sucks. Speaking of which, I am so ticked off at Newegg. My wife's computer is having weird GPU issues. It's got an old Vega 56 in it. And I'm like, all right, I got to get a new GPU for this thing. I found an RTX 3060 on Newegg from a vendor for $400. Bought one. Day and a half later, they said they canceled it, refunded my money, and said, I'm sorry, we put this on there for the wrong price. I looked back, and now it's $800. You know, screw this crap. So sick of it. Tony Hernandez says, I love building just as much as flying. I do too. I just wish I had more time for either one of those two. Oh, it starts us here. Oh, no. I will do the best I can to mute myself whenever I have to cough. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Yeah, it does look a bit on the heavy side. I think it's 11 grams. But, you know, if you're trying to dump it on like a 3-inch where you can probably spare another 11 grams on top of having the Insta360 Go 2, it's probably not going to be that bad. But if you're trying to put it on like, I don't know, a 2-inch or a toothpick or something kind of weight limited or power limited, it probably will be a little bit too much. Dial up. Still rocking the Vega 56. Yeah, the Vega 56 I got from some crackhead. I traded a, I don't know, some Ishin quad for it. It was skunked. I contacted the retailer and they replaced it for me. I mean, they never asked if I was the original owner, and I never told them I was. I never told them I wasn't. But they replaced it, and the new one's having issues now. I don't know. Well, I'm hoping it was just a driver issue, but it's been acting weird. I've been trying to find GPUs forever. Built my daughter. My daughter and my wife, they're away. She's going to college. My daughter went with her. She wanted a PC. I built her like a mini, like a daddy-daughter PC. So I have a NZXT 710 case. I built one out of a 510, so same thing, smaller, but I used a APU and no GPU. It seems to work pretty good for what she has, but it'd be nice to actually put a GPU in it. But yeah. Yeah, they suck, GPU prices. It sucks, unfortunately. Some crackhead. Yeah, some crackhead. It is some crackhead. Yeah, this crackhead went on to scam a bunch of people on some broken Orca goggles and everything else. But, yeah, it was a very touchy card. But it seemed to be working pretty well. I don't know. I think it has driver issues more than anything. Yeah, unfortunately, Market Zero, that seems to be about the only way to get a hold of a GPU at a decent price is to buy it in a PC and then sell the guts. But the market's flooded with unwanted PC guts. Oh man, coffee. I needed that. So anyways, what are we doing today? We are just kind of rehashing. I've been off for the last 2 weeks. Just kind of getting back into the swing of things. Talking to you lovely people. And we are going to try and get rid of this thing here. Oh, wrong screen. Idiot. There we go. Today, I will be giving away a DJI digital FPV long range RTF kit that I've put together. Some stuff's new, some stuff's used. Whatever, it all works. I have a set of V1 DJI FPV goggles. Let's probably look better this way. iFlight crystal patches, Omnis, a fat strap. If you're not all about that weed life, I'll definitely send you the original strap. It has upgraded foam on the face. A Taranis QX7 with an Express LRS 2.4 gigahertz module on the back of it, running ELRS 2.0. Already set up and configured for the quad. The quad is a Eachine Shadow Fiend. This is running a CADX Vista Polar Nano, I believe. And it has a Beta FPV, one of the full-size Express LRS 2.4 gigahertz receivers in it, ones with, the one with the power amplifier in it. Pretty good little setup. GPS, the whole thing. This is actually a pretty darn good quad. I'm not a big fan of the frame. The frame is kind of meh, but there's good bones here. If you happen to break the frame, it's a lot of good guts to put in a different frame. But it's actually pretty capable little quad here. So it's everything you need, minus batteries and a charger. So if you want to get on that, head over to Patreon and go ahead and sign up over there. It starts says, I'm liking the new stream theme much better. It's not a lot different than the, I called it the clean stream. I'm just kind of moving some stuff around, but as you can see, the background's kind of the same as before. Still got the old Doge cam. There we are, Mary and Sweetie, doing what they do best, and that is nothing. From all the streams, from stream to stream, I could probably just, these could be fake. I mean, they don't do anything. Oh, they heard the clank. They heard the clank. They heard the clank of the old Good Dog Treats tin. I don't even know what's in here. Oh, it smells terrible. They're good dogs. They're good dogs. They missed me awfully bad. I've got 2.5 weeks of gerbil shit to clean up. Sorry, I'm trying not to swear. Got to clean cages today. It's, coming back from vacation, it's like I need a vacation from a vacation. It's just a lot of work. It starts, someone else wins and doesn't want the goggles. Hit me up, buy them off you. All right, cool. Steady Eddie, I have a plastic mount like that, but the peanut won't fit. The case is just a tad bigger than the Insta360 Go 2. Yeah, they are just slightly different where all the accessories are not compatible with each other. Speedy Turtle FPV in the live stream chat says, I'll be giving away a quad on my Patreon today as well. And he puts a link to his Patreon in there. Speedy Turtle, awesome dude to support. He is doing something very awesome for the community. I don't know if you've seen the Speedy Cares package. That's this guy. It's like the give a penny, take a penny. I'm not going to go into the whole thing. I've got a video on my my YouTube if you want to check out what it's all about, and so did Joshua Bardwell. So if someone else wins, Dart says, yeah, right. It's Darts is the highest winning person on any of my giveaways. L. Eston asks if those goggles are V1s or V2s. These are, I'm like 99.99% sure these are V1s. Hang on one second, let me double check. These are V1s from my understanding because I don't see V2 written on them. So they are V1s. And we'll be spinning the wheel for that at 11:30 today. So you have till 11:30 to get your entries in. There's only 47 people entered right now, which is interesting because, you know, it's open to anybody if you can get the link. It's open to you. I have 48 patrons and 47 entries. You will be it will be on you to cover shipping. Wherever it is in the world I'm sending it. If for some reason you don't want to cover shipping, then I'll just randomly pick somebody to give it to. I don't know. We'll figure that one out some other day. Rick Cepeda asks, can I use a DJI plug on this Mamba the Mamba flight controller to power a controller, a regulator? All right, hang on a second. Can I use the DJI plug on this Mamba flight controller to power and control a regular VTX? Sharp by VTX. Yeah, you should be able to. You just got to figure out the pin out. But yeah, it's all just UARTs and power broken out. Yeah, you know what? That's true. It starts. It has been mostly the Super Chat giveaways that you've won. But yeah. How can you tell them apart, V1 or V2? Well, V2 has the letters V and the number 2 stamped in them. The V1s won't. Because they wouldn't put V1 on the first product. Sorry, I came off like a smart ass on that one, but that's the only way I can tell between the V1s and the V2s. No, the entry is over on Patreon. Brandon Baked Beans, how you doing this morning? Welcome to the live stream. Brandon Baked Beans is a wealth of knowledge and super helpful over on the old Discord over there. Really appreciate it. Dial up. Oh, I love it. I'm gonna show that. I don't care. That's just good right there. Oh, that's good. The things I would do if I didn't work for the government. I didn't say that. Oh, man. Are the antennas slightly different on the V2? Yeah, the antennas are different. I don't think you can really tell by looking at them. So the V2s have two different frequencies working in them. They have 5.8 and 2.4 because they work with the stupid DJI drone. It's not that stupid. It's actually kind of cool. But it works with the DJI drone, so the antennas are tuned for two different frequencies, making them not great at either one. Which you can obviously, if you don't have the DJI drone, you can just swap those out for just straight 5.8 gigahertz tuned antennas and get a little bit better range on them. But yeah, they are different. I don't have the original antennas for this, but some FPV cam, pretty nice and cheap. Anything by RunCam. I don't like Cadex. People love Cadex because they're cheap. I find their quality control to be absolute garbage. I'm almost always disappointed with Cadex cameras. I would definitely recommend RunCam or Foxeer. Foxeer have always had kind of like a blue tone to them to me, and I don't really like Foxeer because of that. I'm a RunCam fanboy. I like RunCam products. I've always been very happy with them. But it also depends on what size camera you need. So basically just go to RunCam's website, figure out what size, figure out if you want low latency, low light handling, whatever it is, and then just pick from there. But yeah. That comment will lose your security clearance, even if you're kidding. Yeah, I like that, Atex. That's pretty cool. 11:30. It's a giveaway. Michael D, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. You got me interested in HDZero and look forward to the future content from you. Yeah, HDZero has a lot of cool stuff coming out pretty quickly. I mean, if you're looking to get into HDZero, now is the time. But honestly, I'd be like, they've been coming out with so many products and development has been so fast. I would almost wait. They've teased that they're going to be releasing VRX modules that do analog and digital. 1-watt VTXs. Like, they've had 3 new cameras dropped in like the last 3 months. One's coming out that is a micro form factor and it does 4x3, which I'm super excited about that one. Unfortunately, I've bought every one of the sticking cameras in between there, but I really want a 4x3 camera. Let's see, the Runcam Nano. Yeah, the Runcam Nano, they had a lot of issues with that because the manufacturer who was making their original lenses like just disappeared once COVID started. So the Nanos, they've been struggling on with like, I've noticed like really low light with high intensity lights, like what you're saying with the LED tracks. It's very tough, and it's kind of hit or miss. But I mean, the only other option is what, like the Caddx Ant, and that thing is just hot garbage as far as I'm concerned. I can't do the Caddx Ant. Dang, these users, they're confusing names. I'm just beans everywhere. Yeah, no kidding. I don't know who's who from YouTube to Instagram to Facebook to Discord. Everybody's got a different name. Well, not everybody, but most people do. Foxer Pico Razor. Let's go take a look at this guy. Foxer Mini Razor? Pico Razor. Pico Razor. Let's take a look at this guy. Pico Razor. Okay, so yeah, this is the kind of camera that you would be looking for to replace like the Runcam Micro, because you don't have the well, no, it doesn't have mounts on it, and you kind of need those. And this is just a crappy rendering. So things like this you got to watch depending on what kind of mount you're looking to use. If it's just a friction fit mount, I mean, this will work. But if you need something with screws on it, this is not going to work. You don't have, you don't have screws on it or a way to mount the thing. There's just so many cameras out there now. Do you think HDZero will ever compete with DJI in image quality? Right now, it's not. I mean, it's closer than it's ever been, but I don't think they ever will, just because HDZero is trying to keep latency low over image quality, which I'll be honest, I would rather have lower latency and less image quality. So they're kind of like in between digital and analog. DJI has the best video quality I've ever seen, but the variable latency and all that stuff, I wish DJI would just release like a race mode where they sacrifice image quality for latency. Locked consistent latency. It can be higher. I don't care. It doesn't have to be the world's lowest latency, but as long as it just stays the same, it'll be fine. But people learn to fly around it. But to answer your question, I don't think it'll ever match their image quality. But there's other upsides to it. It's a platform that they're outsourcing to just about anybody who wants to use it. It's not locked into this manufacturer, and you don't have to go online and register it and update the firmware. And well, actually, you have to update the firmware, but you don't have to be registered to be able to update the firmware. There's lots of development going on, and they're taking input from users. The owner of HDZero put up his own cache and released the HDZero camera, and they sold out like almost instantly. And now it looks like Runcam, Foxeer are now ponying up their own money because they've seen that, oh, this guy's serious and there is a market for this stuff. Everything that the community has said, hey, we want this, like canvas mode. We want a genuine Betaflight OSD experience. Done. Got it. We want to be able to control the VTX settings through the Betaflight OSD. Got it. We want a 4x3 camera. It's coming. The fact they're talking VRX and analog integrated modules, that's awesome. I would love if they stopped using this quad diversity thing, because this is four antennas, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 receivers. I wish they would drop this down to a diversity and manage to stuff it in the side of a goggle module like this. That would be awesome. I don't need the best range in the world, but I would prefer to have the less bulk. But they're giving options, you know? They're not just saying, this is the VTX you have, this is the camera, and these are the goggles. If you want anything else tough. I think that's the biggest appeal to it. Brandon McBean. Oh yeah, okay, so that's a good point. It does probably compete with DJI in the 25 megabit mode. I definitely very much agree with that, especially with these newer high quality lenses, glass lenses, good cameras. But yeah, I don't know why all analog users aren't switching to HDZero now that it's proven for racing. Mostly because of cost, and if you don't have goggles with the HDMI input, you're kind of hooped. So there is a bit of overhead. I mean, I have a ton of analog quads that fly fine, and I have to swap out camera and a VTX, wire a bunch of stuff up, and then I have to have goggles with a HDMI input. I have to buy the VRX. They had a $99 package for this VRX a while back. That has gone away. I think there's new stuff coming. I think there's new stuff coming. It's definitely lighter than DJI. Once you naked eyes a Vista, it's not that much lighter, but it's still lighter. And it's been durable. I've raced with it, crashed and crashed and crashed, and it did die on me in my last race, but it's because a piece of wet grass got across the MIPI connector. Got home, cleaned it up. This is great, good to go. So, pretty cool. Morton Upshot, I'm a new patron. How do I get in? Go to patreon.com and you will, or go to my Patreon, and you will see, I believe I have that tagged, I have that pinned. Yeah, I have pinned. It should be the first post. Sorry. Speaking of DJI, I'm missing a link in the giveaway, not seeing it in the description. Nope, it's over on Patreon. What's a great replacement lens for the Nebula Pro? I just get the same one. You don't have to be a member, but that's where the link is. The link is also somewhere else on the internet. I'm not telling you where. If you find it, congratulations. You entered. Yeah, I haven't, it's been a long time since I've replaced lenses. I don't really know what is a good replacement lens. I usually just go back to whatever the original lens is, to be honest. The HDZ new VRX is coming in February. Yeah, I think he originally said end of January, but I figured that would be a little early? I don't know. I'm looking for the right word. I just can't find it right now. The new 4.3 camera has bad fisheye though. Oh man, that's disappointing. I would like to see some actual video from it. All right, so Market Zero has posted this is what he's saying is a good replacement lens for the DJI Nebula Pro. I like that they have a Nebula Nano now. Nebula Pro Nano. It seems to be the same quality, just a little bit smaller. Rotorider still has it for $100. I don't believe they have any in stock, and they haven't since that initial... Yeah, they've had this here forever since the initial release, and they have never restocked it ever since, and they haven't changed their price either. But yeah, it's out of stock, and it hasn't come back in since. Naked eyes. Yeah, I like that word. Good. Glad my words like it. It starts, I built the AOS frame. I used a 2308, the Kute stack, Betaflight 4.3. It's a Dream Machine. Cool. Yeah, Betaflight 4.3 is pretty good stuff. It's still a release candidate, so take that for what it's worth. But yeah, I've been pretty happy. I've been flying 4.3 for a long time. Yeah. I just bought my first Naked Vista today. I have a Naked Vista somewhere. I don't know where it's at. Sold a quad and bought a Naked Vista. Eric Allen, how you doing this morning, my friend? Glad you can make it out. Happy New Year to you as well. Maniac, speaking of Naked, I got a Naked Hero 7 to build. All right. The Hero 7 is not a good camera for being naked. The 6 or the 8, the 7... I assume you're doing a naked camera because you want to run Real Steady Go and have a light build. Real Steady Go sucks with the Hero 7. The Hero 7 used a much more sensitive gyro in it, so you have to go through some really elaborate means to get rid of the oscillations that will be in Real Steady Go. 6, 8, 9, 10, those are the ones you want. The 7 was not a good camera. If you haven't torn it apart yet, I would recommend not using it. It's just been my experience. The 7 was a big pain in the ass. Oh, man. Keith Jones, how you doing this morning? And a Happy New Year to you. I hope 2022 is gonna go well for you. Oh, let's see. Morton Upshot, glad you found it. Let's see. Joe Mama, HDZero 2 Cam Test Flight 1. Yeah, I will look at that later. Joe Mama V2 Cam Test Flight. I love these live streams. It is... Yeah, cool. I'll look at that later. Brandon McKinnon says, I got a fancy frame coming from Tuesday from Speedy FPV. Gonna build my own 5-inch in it for once. Oh man, you are gonna love tuning that thing. Or hate it, one or the other. Yeah. Current stage, we still have not received the AOS 5R. Yeah. It'll be interesting when you get that, if you ever do. I'm really interested in that carbon fiber layup configuration he's got going on. Patrick, Happy New Year to you as well. Okay, that's what I figured. The only reason you're using the 7 is because it broke. Because I broke it, yeah. So, what you can do is you can go to the usual scumbags, AliExpress, and you can literally buy just the DJI Hero or GoPro Hero 6 mainboard like this. And the camera, and that's all you need. And obviously a case and a back. And you will need a old screen to configure it. But as stock runs out of these things, of actual like GoPros, you can still find old parts that way, or replacement parts that way. Or if you burn up a board, there's a lot of issues with the Becks. Nobody really knows if the Beck is what's killing these boards or if it's something else. Almost everybody says that has had a Beck burn up a GoPro mainboard, don't connect the yellow wire, the control wire. Just don't do the pin IO box thing. Everybody seems to say that that's what's killing the boards. Nobody really has any proof of it, but I don't Oh, let's see. More enough shot. Kicked FPV crate to the curb and got permission from the boss to not feel guilty. Awesome, man. That is good for you. I still like the FPV crate, the sub 250 crate. The 5-inch crate was, I don't know, like you're getting 30 by 30 F4 flight controllers, but like the sub 250 crate, they're all 20 by 20. They're all F7s. The ESCs are all like 35 amp plus. The sub 250 crate, if you're going to go with the crate thing, is the way to do it. If you really want a t-shirt, do the threaded service that they have or do FPV Lux. I like the FPV Lux. That's where this shirt came from. But yeah. Wife is slowly warming up to FPV. My wife still hates it. Hey man, if you've been married long enough, you know it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. Oh man. A Marmot. Yeah. Does that have the fancy engineered carbon fiber base plate, or is that the regular carbon fiber? Yeah, that's right. CNC Madness had a bad flood, and they've been out of business for a while. They were the ones that were cutting the AOS 5R with the fancy magic carbon fiber. But, yeah. Yep, they sold just the board and just the camera module and just the lenses and just the... Oh, by the way, anybody, if you can hear me, if you're building a Naked Vista, not Naked Vista, Naked DJI, that lens, this lens here, hang on, let me grab it. It's better if I just show you. This lens is made of, I don't know, Jello or something. Like it is the... I guess Jello's the wrong word. Like it is the easiest to scratch lens I have ever, like if you rub it on a mouse pad, it will scratch. Always, always, always run some sort of either ND filter or just a UV filter over your lens. If you take off and your quad just tips over, your lens is shot. Replacing the lens is a pain in the butt on these things. Always run something over top of it. I have an ND8 and a 16 for it, and I also have just a UV filter, which is a clear lens. It's always got a lens on it. You can always zip tie Vista. Yep. The Smo 4K it's been pretty impressive from what I've seen on your videos, man. Brevs out. I'm sure that's the wrong way of saying it, but Happy New Year. Welcome to the live stream, my friend. I haven't seen your name here before. He says, FPV beginner here. I'm waiting on Cobra X to arrive. What antenna combo do you recommend for left hand, Omni, and a DIY helical? Which brands to consider? Best quality for price. If you want to go left hand, some of the best antennas I've ever used, they are all the... For the Omnis, I do like the lollipops, like the Foxier lollipops, or the geez, come on. Let me just find it. Let's see. Stem quads. I always like to go with a long stem antenna. Antennas, feed receiver antennas. I always like to go with a long stem to try to get that lobe up above your melon, because your head is mostly water, and 5.8 gigahertz signals get attenuated very easily, and especially if your antenna lobe is here, this doesn't help. You want to get the lobe way up above. Something like this is a good option. Let's see, if you're running a Sky Zone, or no, which one's the Cobra X's? So they have a straight stem on them. So you want to find something like this with a long stem on it. This is kind of a short one, but yeah, just look around wherever where you would shop at, and try to find something with a straight stem, so that comes straight off the top in the hand polarization you're looking for. with the patches, the higher the gain, the more sensitive they are, but the more directional. So if you get like a low gain patch, the beam is wide. Higher gain, the beam gets very narrow. And if you're the person that gets the goggles on and they do this, then nothing's gonna help you anyways. There's so many people I see flying and their patches are pointed straight at the ground. Let's see. Yep, Morton, that's a good philosophy. 20 years married, don't advertise everything you do, but don't hide it, don't lie about it. Any news from Power Drone? No, I haven't seen anything. If you guys aren't aware, Power Drone had a massive break-in Christmas Day. Shocker. They stole a ton of Bindaflies. If you're in that area and you see stuff for sale that looks a little sus, definitely let Serge know. Eric Allen got a 77-year-old dad flying analog angle mode. Awesome, man. Speedy Turtle just got married last month. Sorry, man. I mean, congratulations. Made out of a gumdrop. That's about accurate. It scratches so much easier. It's so easy. It's insane. Yeah, my Smoke 4K was scratched day one. That is a bummer. Ricardo says, I have a bricked iFlight GoCam. It's the same as the Smoke 4K. It's decased. It's 2 buttons on and off. Record. How do I hard reset it? I don't know. iFlight GoCam. What is iFlight GoCam? I'll say I've never heard of it. iFlight GoCam from Banggood, USA. Let's see what we got here. My guess is you're going to want to contact iFlight and see what they say. It may be trashed. These cameras are super sensitive, especially with like stray voltage. The Becks are kind of like really half-assed on them. And it may just be trashed. But definitely contact iFlight and see what they say. They're going to have the best information. Game of GoNet, I have a brand new Hero 6 lens if anyone needs one. I don't need one, but I'm pretty sure I will eventually. What lens are we talking about? We're talking about the GoPro lenses on the naked cams. Oh, house, that's a bummer. LR, long range. Oh, LR, not... I was thinking left-hand circular polarized. Okay. Guess that makes more sense, doesn't it? I do not know how much longer I'm going to be able to hold up doing this talkie-talkie stuff. But we'll make it happen. Long range, yeah. The higher the antenna is up off your head, the better. If you're doing straight long range where you're just going to fly straight out ahead of you, 2 patch antennas is going to be the best. Higher gain, the better. If you're planning on like a jack of all trades antennas, a high gain patch and a long stemmed omnidirectional antenna is what I would go with. Name brands like True Air, Foxeer, Axes, oh, dang it, what's the other company? Vaz, those or Lumineer, those are the companies I would go with. Star says, what's minimum current ESC? What's more reasonable current ESC to use on a 5-inch freestyle, assuming 6S, and at least the 5-inch motors? Honestly, probably 30 amps is about the minimum. You're not going to get a battery that's going to be able to provide a ton. All right. ESC ratings are weird. I would treat them more as like a durability rating. I know other people have said it before, but like I would start at like 35 to know that you're good and you got some headroom. And if you want something that's even more durable, it's going to handle even more voltage spikes, go up from there. But 35 amp, you'll be fine. Let's see. Yeah, that's why I stopped the 5-inch crates, because it was just filler, and it was all 30 by 30 flight controllers and ESCs, and there's no reason to fly 30 by 30 anymore. 20 by 20 is perfectly fine. Weighs less, smaller, and they're usually better rated. Like, the 30 by 30s are easier to solder to, but I find like a lot of frames that'll do 20 by 20 and 30 by 30. The 30 by 30 stuff ends up hanging outside of the frame, and with those ones, they're mostly physical damage is how I've killed them. So, I don't know. DIY helical, yeah, more turns the better, but like I said, it's going to be a higher gain, so your focus pattern is going to get even smaller, so you got to be very careful or very conscious of how you hold your head. Most people don't realize that they start doing this while they're flying, and like people who fly long range, you'll see them do this to try to like find their quad. They'll watch the image quality get worse as they kind of sway back and forth. You need to be really conscious. Yeah, you need to be really conscious about where you're holding your head. And if you can't do that, ground station might be the way you want to go. Patio Patterson says, I stand while flying encourages heads up. Yes, it does, because if you're standing up and you do this, body's going to follow the head and you're going to tip over. Probably that's it, crackhead. Oh man, you two did the big old jumpy thing. Watching my Oculus, I've always wanted to try VR, like real VR. I bought a Galaxy S7, something like that, and it came with the BS VR goggle things. I'd like to try an actual VR headset one of these days. I'd probably like it too much, unfortunately. What's the cons on conformal coating boards? The cons are they're pain in the ass to do rework on. Some people have pretty good luck resoldering to them, but that stuff's kind of hard to work through. And also, if you get it inside plugs, it can cause connection issues. That's it. Bitterroot FPV. Happy New Year. Thank you, man. Hope you're having a good one as well. What about the helical? I see those on long-range vids. They're extremely directional, but they're super high gain. It starts as mountain flyers often use spiral antennas. Helical antennas, yes, they usually do, because they are, again, very high gain. Typically, depending on how many turns you do. But then they're also yay long. So, I mean, sometimes having that hanging out, yeah, it just depends. Brand Magazine's helical is king for long range, and they're homemade, yes. I think there are some... I think there's some production ones out there. Yeah, I get if he has some from IB Crazy. They're not that expensive. This one here, this is a 9.5 decibel. And if it's made by IB Crazy, you know it's right. Or it's good anyways. And here's another one. This is a Vaz, which is IB Crazy's company's video aerial systems. This is a 15 decibel gain in a 40 degree. Ugh, boy. That's so like we go from a 9.5 is 75 degree beam to a 15.5 is down to 40. So as you see, as the gain goes up, the beam width goes down. Do you guys like this like Fako green screen thing? I don't know. It's not doing as good of a job. I think the microphone is really messing with it. Oh, let's see. Modders need moderation. Yeah, maybe. Maybe not. Call up Stevie Wonders. Yeah. Speedtrail says, I still use 30 by 30. I have a couple extras. I won't be buying anymore. Yeah, that's basically where I'm at with it. Is if I have them, I'm going to run them until they don't work. Let's face it, I'm just going to give them away. You want to fly helical in a parking lot? You'd break up. You should put the side. Yeah, no kidding. Gamma Gonad says, I lost my Hero 6. Bought a lens from a company that puts custom lenses and GoPros. They want like $800 from. Oh my God. That's ridiculous. I find that with my DJI goggles, I end up doing, like, my head keeps going back. So I've shrunk the screen and I've lowered it in the viewport. But with like my Orcas, I can keep my head straight, but the DJI, I always end up feeling like I'm doing this. I think it has to do with where the image is based on where I have to put my, like, I think I have to look down. Yeah, I think I have to look down to see the image. But no, I have to look up. So my head keeps wanting to go, I don't know. It's me problems. Dan636 says, what do you use to store all your spare parts, electronics? My part stash is looking real messy. I just use one of those cheapo bin things from like Harbor Freight for, you know, part store. You know, I'm just gonna take a picture. I'll be right back. Yeah, so I just use something like this. These are dirt cheap at like Lowe's, Home Depot, places like that. Harbor Freight. They work pretty good. Other things, like good electronics that are still in their boxes, I just stack on a shelf, but like stuff that's open, they go in there. I'll be honest, I don't have a whole lot of like used parts laying around that are good. I typically just, I give away a lot of stuff. Hang on 1 second. Okay, sorry. Had an important message I had to look at. Live streaming, life's still happening. Free Lojo says conformal coat. Should have done that from the go. Just finished. Yeah. I always have the intentions of conformal coating. I build the quad up, make sure it works, and I'm like, I'm going to go back and I'm going to conformal coat it, and I never do. Very rarely I do. Yeah. Patio Patterson says, anybody tried the 5 dB antenna and cable mod for the QX7? So you'll get more range, but there's no free lunch with RF. You have higher decibels, you have a bigger dead spot in the center, so it will give you a little bit. It's, I don't know. I don't think it's really worth like the extra. So this is what a 5 dB antenna looks like on a QX7. And this is what the stock one looks like. I don't think it's worth it. Let's just dial up. Not a fan. Okay. Not a fan. All right. Let's see. Not a fan of this. I can do this. I'm all over the place. I don't know. I don't know if it would be better if I was running a better card. It's a RTX 2070. I've been trying to get a hold of 3080 forever. I think I'm gonna have to just go and like stand in line at Best Buy. I don't know. I hear Tuesdays and Thursdays. I don't know. I guess I gotta go talk to somebody there. Morton Upshot, what's on the Voron? I can't see it cranking away back there. What's on the Voron? Nothing. The Voron is dead again. Melted another inductive probe. I thought I pulled it out, but for some reason, the inductive probes, they keep melting. That's my second one. They are cheapo knockoff probes. They're not the actual genuine Omrons, but I'm getting rid of the inductive probe thing on it. It's just a bad design. It's in a bad spot. I'm also printing off the afterburner, the stealth burner hot end that just came out for it. So yeah, it's been down. I think it's been down more than it's been up. It's the inductive probe thing. It's just been a big pain in the butt on that thing. So yeah. Oh, who asked that question? Where's it at? Lost my spot. This chat sucks. All right, that's where I'm at. Sorry, guys. Brandon Magazine's having good luck. I'm on my ERS transmitter. Yeah. What about Peter the Penetrator? That is just a overpriced marketing thing from TBS. It's really nothing special. It's a 7 dBi antenna. Again, it's going to be higher gain, but you're going to have a bigger null on the end of it. It's what it's going to net you is it's not much. I'll be honest with you, it's not much, and you can go and find a 7 dB antenna anywhere else. You don't have to buy this TBS one, but I mean, it's not going to hurt. It's going to be better. Just do you want to deal with 12 inches of antenna hanging out of your radio? As far as I'm concerned, you're probably going to damage things more than anything else. Just switch to Express ORS or something. Yeah, that's a good point, Morton. I wonder. Yeah, it's a pretty dark background. I don't know. Let's see if changing the lights helps. Let's switch over. Just goofing around, guys. Hang on a second. That's with all the lights on. I don't see a change at all. All right, Google. Come on, shut up. Oh, my God. Google, you're ridiculous. Yeah, the Prusa's back there doing its thing. Printing some ASA parts. I haven't tried ASA yet. So far, very happy with the way ASA prints. Cats hate when you have a hobby. You are there. They didn't let you have a hobby. He says he puts stuff in a workshop bin like I showed, but components are in categorized boxes. No more stuff. Yeah. What's the giveaway about? It's a giveaway. I'm giving away a DJI FPV goggles, a radio, a transmitter, and a long-range quad. Everything you need but batteries and a charger. Head over to Patreon if you want to get on there. You can find a link at the bottom of my website. Let's see. So I can send you an easy ABL if you need it. I switched both mine to PL Touch. No. So I guess the PL Touch have problems with it being in such a hot chamber. I'm going with what they call the clicky mod. It's literally like a micro switch out of like a mouse, like one of those Omron ones. And what happens is it stays in the back of the printer. The print head comes by and goes into the clicky probe and off, and it attaches itself to the bottom of the hot end, goes around, clicks and probes the bed, comes by, puts it on the dock, and slides off. It's all magnetic. It's, I guess, the way to do it. And you lost sound. Yeah, I muted it because I didn't want anybody to have their Google thing go off in the background because I was talking to Google. Change the lights. Let's see. Tom's Lazy in Germany are allowed to put 100 milliwatt on 2.4. What will the range be at 50 hertz? Ugh, I'm not. Yeah, Rob Logan. Yeah, thanks. You got it. Marcus, the range just turned to snow. Sorry, man. Sorry. Dax. I sense sarcasm. Brandy, you said it once. Can't do it again. Oh, man. Definitely more than DJI vid will go. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a really neat little setup. Yeah, so you use this mount, and it just goes on the back of one of the extrusions in the back of the printer. So it goes up and down with the gantry because the gantry moves, and then there's this magnetic mount here, and then your switch goes onto this guy, and it just sits in the back of the printer, and the magnets hold it in there. So when the hot end comes across, this also has magnets. This is on the hot end. It comes in, touches it, and it takes, the switch with it, probes, and when it comes back, it drops it off in this carriage, and then it just swipes to the left or the right to break that connection with the magnets. It's a pretty neat idea, and it seems to be way more reliable. At least, these stupid Omron probes, the inductive ones, are just garbage. Well, let me take that back. They're not the Omron ones. They're knockoffs. I think the cases are just garbage. Let's see. Maniac, not going to win it because I never win anything. Yeah, you'd be surprised what happens. Let's see. Freelojo, for the click probe, do you have to set the tool head change for it? There's some code for Clipper. Basically, you eventually figure out where your XY coordinates are for the probe, and then you just kind of change the Clipper code for it, and it's Look at that shit. Brandon Baked Beans, I'm not winning because I didn't enter. I'm already winning in life. That is some super positive right there. Look at that. Thank you, Brandon. I like that comment. That's awesome. Just shaming the living shit out of everybody else. Oh, that's awesome, man. That is awesome. Let's see. OCD FEV, where do we get in on the giveaway? Over on Patreon. Go to tweetfb.com. Click that Patreon link. It should be at the top. Tom's Lazy says, actually we call it Triple B, Brand McBeans. It's smart. June Loco, will you be coming out with the non-skid for the new Radiomaster Zorro jumper? Yes, I will be. I have the Commando ordered. I have the Zorro ordered. The jumper, I didn't order that because it looks like a total piece of garbage. But I guess they are doing an ELRS version. I guess when that happens, I'll probably pick one up. I really don't want to buy it, but I will. Speaking of radios, I got a bunch of stuff from Beta FPV just the other day. They sent me their Light Radio 3. I've not had a chance to really dive into it, but here it is. It is significantly bigger than the Light Radio 1 or 2. This looks like an actually great looking radio for like a beginner, and this is Express LRS. Comes with gimbal protectors, and these things are pretty cool. They are silicone. Very good gimbal protectors. No screen, but it does have two latching, 2-position switches, and 2 3-position toggle switches, rocker switches. Really nice. They said the gimbals are different than the originals, which I hope so, because those gimbals were hot garbage. But it's Express LRS inside. It does have a external module bay. It still has that rubbery, not quite rubbery, soft touch feel material to it. I don't know how well that stuff's going to hold up. USB-C, internal charging. This looks like an actual good beginner radio if you want to fly around without a screen, which I'll be honest, 99% of the time, I don't need the screen on my radio. Very rarely do I switch models up where I would actually need to do that. So this might actually be... I would suggest this over the Light Radio 1 or 2 for sure. But then again, I haven't torn it apart. I haven't taken a look at it, seen what kind of garbage is in the gimbals and whatnot. So they sent that over to take a look at. They sent the case for it. Pretty nice little case. Really like the case. They sent me a couple of the new Express LRS Micro cases. They have taken everybody's input, it would be putting it kindly, and they have embiggened the USB-C port on them. So if you want a new case, they sell them in black or white, you can get the new case there. So they sent me a couple cases, a fan, a couple lanyards, some neat stuff. They also sent me, I don't know if I can talk about this or not. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to talk about it. They sent me something else. We'll put it that way. Freeloader, I have not tried Clipper yet. Clipper has its ups and downs. I find it's missing a lot of... It has the ability to have a lot of features that I would expect in Marlin, but they're just not actively implemented, or not many people are using it. It Star says he assumes we have a conscience. That's a good point. Speedy Turtle. Look at that. I'm a winner because I have you guys. Yeah, you know, that's you guys are what keeps me doing this. There's plenty of stuff telling me that I should stop doing this crap and go back to being a YouTube civilian and not a content creator, but it's all you guys coming out and asking for help and interacting that kind of keeps me doing this. Let's see, going back to the chat, I haven't seen anybody set GPS to work properly with nano long range yet. Why? Oh, there's plenty of videos out there on how to do it. You just haven't seen the right ones. Just got Jumper T-Light for Christmas. I put Express LRS module on it. Now I'm jealous of Express LRS. Okay. just got sun. Okay, got it. That makes sense now. It was a little weird before. You know, so a lot of the manufacturers, when they do a bind and fly with GPS, they don't set up GPS rescue mode because either they don't understand it, or B, they don't want to, I don't know, liability is not the right word, but just not take responsibility for the fact that it could work wrong. But it's pretty easy to set up. Ellison says the beta FPV quality has been very crappy to me. Yeah, you know, some stuff's better than others. There's always a stinker in the batch. These things have been, you know, they've been pretty solid. I'll be honest. Oh, dude. Brandon Baby can't wait to go fly again. I had bad vertigo, food poisoning yesterday. Blech. That sucks. All right, guys, it's 11:18 where I'm at. 11:30 is when I said I will shut down the entries for the giveaway, and we will do that at 11:30. So if you guys want to get on, go to FPV.com, click that Patreon link, and go from there. What else has happened in the last week? There's been, if anybody has actually got a chance to listen to the FAA versus race day quads thing, there's a lot of good information there. It sounds like there might actually be hope for us to win this case. Us, I say us, people in this hobby, race day quads, whatever, however you want to put it. There actually might be some hope for them. The lawyer for race day quads didn't sound that great when the judges, magistrates, whatever they are, were questioning him. But when they started questioning the representative from the FAA, oh my God, they really hammered him pretty good. It is open to everybody, but the easiest way to find the entry link is through Patreon. It is also posted somewhere else on the internet. I'm not really going to tell you where. You have to find it. Scavenger hunt. Speedtrail just tried out the dongle house made yesterday with ELRS. It works great. Awesome, man. Yeah, Speed, if you only listen to the part where the court questions race day quads rep, it doesn't sound good at all. But you listen to the second half of it. Actually, it's more than half. It's pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie. It sounds like there is actual hope. But then again, I'm also biased, so I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I find a 4,600 acre ranch a lot, and times under trees. I like the fact they don't take and consider shielded operation. I don't know. What's going to happen, I think, is the FAA is going to have to go back and rewrite the whole thing, and you know, we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, bitter right there. Yeah, they're going to have to go back and rewrite it, and they're going to rewrite it so well that we are all just straight. Yeah, like just common sense should be part of it. Like if I'm flying below the tree line, there will not be airplanes there. If there are airplanes there where I could interfere with them, there are some much, much bigger problems at hand, you know? Anybody got any good New Year's resolutions for this year? Obviously, weight loss and whatnot are, you know, they're all the usuals. I think for me, I am going to try to consume less YouTube content. If you go to YouTube and you can check your stats and see how much viewing you do per day, it is disgusting how much content I'm consuming. And I'm going to stop looking at the analytics. You know, part of this that really gets me down is like the amount of time I put into a video, and then I go back and I look at the analytics and the revenue and all that stuff, and it sucks. I'm going to stop looking at that. I'm going to stop trying to beat or work with the algorithm. I'm going to release stuff when I want to release stuff. This whole trying to do 2 videos a week and a live stream on the weekend, I'm tired. It's exhausting. I don't want to do it anymore. I still want to do the live streams every weekend. This is fun. I like this a lot. But the trying to meet the constant upload schedule and all that stuff, I've been doing this long enough where I'm realizing it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't work. There's stuff out there. There's content I want to create, and then there's content I need to create. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maniac says it should apply to 107 only. It should apply to 107 only when you're flying for 107 reasons, not just because you're a 107 holder. Because that is another distinction, that if you're a 107 holder, everything is 107 every time you're flying, depending on how you're looking at the way the law is written, or the way the proposal was written. Does that old Emacs D8 controller only bind to Emacs Tiny Hawk products, or can I bind them to my Newbie Drone stuff? They will bind. If you have the one from the Easy Pilot, that won't bind to anything except for the Easy Pilot. The one that came with the Tiny Hawk, that'll bind to other D8 stuff. It'll bind to other D8 stuff. Yeah, Morton. Yeah, exactly. Brandon Baked Beans, is not that simple. I'll be honest with you. Aircraft can fly that low. There are lots of different areas and stipulations of where and when aircraft can fly at what altitudes. So, I mean, just because the aircraft's flying low doesn't mean they're actually violating anything. Most of the time they are, but there's a good chance they're not. Eric Allen, New Year's resolutions: complete 3 consecutive laps on a race course in the allotted time. I believe in you. I think you can do it. It's all about stick time, buddy. All about stick time. Oh, let's see. FV doesn't have a big enough big crowd. Barwell is by far the biggest around. Yeah. Well, big enough crowd depending on what you're looking at. Or it's all relative, you know. I'm going to build fewer quads. Maybe one fewer. Keith Jones, yeah, screw any rules. They just get away. Yeah. Anything's looking at my data usage on my phone. I burn 50 plus gigs a month on my phone. Yeah. Yeah, you know, actually it almost feels like a job. Like if I take a week off from creating content, my subscriber count, my viewer count, and everything just drops hard. It takes at least a month of uploading regular content again to get back to where I was when I took a week off. YouTube really just, you know, they stick it to you when you stop. Can I form a corporation and this LLC will be the 107 holder? I do not believe so. Yeah, if you want to be at the top shirt of the search, you have to create a ton of content. Oh, man. Breaking the law. Yeah, I'll probably get flagged for that. Gamma Gonad, that is a very, very, very good observation there. Dial Up says, my New Year's resolution is hopefully to go 1080 per eye. Well, it might happen today. You never know. Mike Bergman, how you doing? You're not, I mean, yeah, you're late, man. What are you doing? Oh, man. Jory, how you doing? Yeah, it sucks that the way it's written, it doesn't seem like you can. They don't take subscribers away. There's just less growth. Like I think almost up till about the last maybe 8 months, I was looking at 100, 120 subscriber increase a month. Now I'm down to, I don't know, 40. But I mean, you know, I'm at a plateau. I think I'm at, I don't know, how many subscribers am I at? 7,600. Oh, just 7,608 subscribers. All right. And I've been doing this for 5 years, I think now, 4 years, something like that. And there's other things I want to do. You know, there's other things that need my time. I got to spend some time on stuff at work to promote my job. I won't have so much time. You know what I mean? Building this week's iGOT. God, you're still in it, EDOC? Good for you, man. Yeah, keep going, man. That's awesome. All right, it's 11:28. You have 2 more minutes before I shut down the entries. I have 56 entries. 56. I have a 1 in 56 chance in winning a set of DJI goggles, a ready-to-fly long-range quad, a QX7 with Edge TX flash to it, an Express LRS 2.4 module, bound up, ready to rock. I even put some custom voices on there. I swear a lot on it. If you want me to take those off, I certainly will. I thought it was fun. Yeah, you know.
Ready? Let's do this.
Switch warning.
Yeah, shut up. Switch warning my butt. There you go. Yeah, I decided to make a few sounds for it. So, rescue mode.
Aw, fuck.
And then the beeper.
Beep, 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 beep. Good luck finding your shit.
Because why not? A little personal touch to it. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, exactly. Thanks. Thought you guys find it funny. All right, guys, it is 11:30. If you guys haven't gotten in, I am sorry. Entries are closed. We have 56 entries. Let me try to get these guys all rounded up here. Let's make a wheel. Wheel of names. Here we go. Control delete, Control V. Here we go. Here's everybody. That looks hard to read. Let me fix some things here. Let's turn the chat box off. And there's my ugly mug there. All right, let's shuffle this thing a bunch of times. Remember, you do have to pay for shipping. Customize. I'm going to pick a number this time. Between 10 and 60, I'm going to go with... $57. I'm going to go 50. No, I'm going to go 58. There we go. 58. 58 people. No, market zeros. That's not how it's working today. Ha, I gotcha. Bitter. I didn't enter because I don't want to like DJI. This is true. Ignorance is bliss on this one. Yeah. Trent Addison. Yep. Sorry, man. I do my giveaways like Bardwell does his giveaways. The entry link is on Patreon. And it's open to anybody who can get the link. No one is excluded from this, but the only place the link is posted is on Patreon. I also do post it somewhere else on the internet. You just gotta find it. But anyways, it's too late for that. A couple more shuffly shuffs. And all right, guys, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Good luck. thank you all for supporting me. This was a big giveaway. I'm not going to be doing this too many more times, but I hope you guys enjoy it. That Ishin quad, yeah, I know it's Ishin, but it has a lot of good bones to it. It's a good quad. That's also the one I had to scab that extra wire on to get the UART to make everything work. It was a whole other thing. Don't worry about it. Who's it gonna be? Is it gonna be Ani Taylor or Brandon Donnelly? Who's it gonna be? Is it gonna be Maniac? Brandon Donnelly, congratulations. You are the big ass winner today. I meant this to be a kind of Christmas giveaway, but I was out of town, couldn't do it. So that's why we're doing it today. Congratulations. I do giveaways every month over on my Patreon. If you guys just signed up for this, please stick around. It's you guys, these cool mofos up on the top are what keep this whole thing going. Congratulations, Brandon. I have your email address. That's why I like the Google Forms. Or if you want to be proactive, just hit me up, tweetfb@gmail.com. But I'll reach out to you. We'll figure out some shipping arrangements and all that other fun stuff. If for some reason Brandon does not want this, doesn't want to pay for shipping or whatever it is, I am just going to randomly pick one of my patrons and just give it to you, as long as you want to pay for shipping. So, anyways, huge win. I know a couple other people in the chat have won quads or builds or all that kind of stuff. I do anything from whoops to full 5-inch quads. Obviously, this is the biggest giveaway I have ever done. Don't expect stuff like this all the time. This was a lot. Everything comes in to the channel over on Discord or Patreon, goes right back into it. So, anyways, thank you so much for playing along, and thank you for supporting me. I greatly appreciate it. Again, Brandon Donnelly, congratulations. Hey, Rob Logan Jr., at least his starts didn't win it, right? Can we at least be happy about that? I'm sorry to everybody who didn't. Obviously, there can only be one. I just don't know if he's even in the chat. It's always nice when they're in the chat. Oh, did I say you had to be present to? No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't think he's even here. At least I haven't seen him pop up, anyways. But whatever. Anyways, congratulations to you. Rob Logan. Yeah, let him get the Roblox fix. You know what? I put parental controls on Roblox, and it locks that thing down to like 4 or 5 rooms that they can play in. It is ridiculous when you put on the parental control. Yeah. All right, Rob Logan. See you around, man. Stay positive. We'll see you around. Anyways, let's see. Let's watch the concurrent viewers drop off, and there they go. Whoa, look at that. They're all gone. Awesome. So, anyways, that's that. Hope you guys saw the switch replacement video for the TBS Mambo. I'm surprised at how many people did not like that video. When I take a Dremel to electronics, people tend to lose their cool. But anyways, another plug, tweetfb.com. If you want to sign up for Discord, click those affiliate links, whatever, all that stuff. But yeah, only the real ones stay, or the ones that, you know, like let's face it. When I was growing up, I watched a lot of cartoons I didn't want to watch because I didn't want to get up and change the channel between the two that I liked. So people are just sticking around until Bardwell comes on. Then it's Mamba. Wow. I just lost that train of thought. I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, yeah, you just stick around until Bardwell comes on. Keith Jones, there was a giveaway. Yeah. Free Lojo, there it is. That's exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, let's see. Found out the hard way that the Torval bag does not fit in the overhead of a regional jet. That kind of sucked. Brian Huff, who's Bardwell? I don't know. Have you tried Ciati FPV? Yeah, Ciati. I've been a long time supporter of Mr. Aaron Ciati. Alonso Vasquez, you can go fuck yourself. Hide user. You are gone. Don't need that kind of crap in the chat there. Bardwell is too crowded and hard to follow chat. Yeah, so the way I do Bardwell's live streams is I pop the earbuds in and I go out and do other stuff while I'm listening. The chat is just insane how fast it goes by. Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for the community behind this hobby, I don't think anybody would make this work. Yeah, you missed it. There was a flagged comment, a lot of like weird political bullshit from one person about 5G antennas. I don't know. I read it and just deleted it. I'm done. I don't need that kind of stuff on here. I think I even banned my mother-in-law from this because she's posted some psycho crap on here. I ain't got no time for it, man. I ain't got no time. I would do the podcasts of Bardwell and Ciati, but they still get ad revenue if you do the YouTube. If you just like, so I'm YouTube Premium, Prime, whatever the heck you call it. Been forever. I have the ability to shut my screen off, and it still plays the podcast or the live stream in the background or the video. So I'll still do that, and they do get the ad revenue, even though I'm not displayed any ads. They still get a certain portion. So. At least I don't feel too bad about it. Mike Bergman had a feeling that was coming. I don't know what we're talking about. Oh yeah, you saw the comment because you're a moderator. Yeah. I was one space away from Brandon if he doesn't get back to you. Yeah, man, it was a close one. Yeah, I don't think people understand what 5G means. I don't know. I mean, I get 5G every once in a while, and like it almost seems slower than 4G LTE. It's really weird. But I don't know. People are nuts. I have a couple of the EP82 modules coming. That's the VRX backpack for Express LRS that allows Express LRS to control your VTX and your video receiver all at the same time. That's pretty cool. I found a video where a guy has a Fusion module because it already has a Bluetooth module built into it. Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, I don't remember which one it is, but it's already integrated in there. He's got it working. That was only a couple days ago, so I'm really, really excited for that. It's the only reason why I was still sticking with Tracer. I don't know if you saw the latest video from Mark Spatz. Ghost has the lowest and most consistent latency possible, beating out Express LRS. I'm kind of curious what's going to happen with Tracer once they release the firmware to open up LoRa modulation. I got a feeling that they're going to hit back and hit back hard. We'll see. Yeah. Hey, thanks. Love listening to your live stream. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Marcus Zero, got any opinion on Ken Heron, Billy Kyle, and Geek Stansva drama. I don't know. I've only heard of Ken Heron. I don't know of the other two guys. Ken Heron, he's got... not that I don't like his personality. He definitely has that I've been in radio forever personality where it's like that stupid slapstick way of... I don't know how to explain it. Most of his content is all just DJI, flying tripod type stuff. He's done some FPV things. He did a collab with Bardwell. It's nice seeing him get into it, but I don't know any of the drama between those guys. Uncrashed. I wanted to try Uncrashed. I wanted to try that. How much is Uncrashed? It's on Steam, I assume, right? Can't talk. Type UNCRASHED. Uncrashed is $13. Yeah, I'll probably do that. We're playing a lot of Halo. Halo. What is it? Halo Infinite. Yeah, really enjoying that game. Really enjoying it. Yeah, Dial Up. See, I think it might be because you've been in the hobby for a while. I get a lot of people commenting that they don't like Bardwell because he comes off as condescending to new people. But I think it's just his personality. I don't think he is intentionally condescending. But he's very good at explaining, and then where a lot of people lose their interest is he over-explains. Like, some people just want to know how to do it. They don't want to know the why or the background or the history. But I value other FPV creators for opinions before. Yeah, I want to do some other things. I've been working on this, a bunch of other little things in the background. I don't want to make a second channel. I want to post them up on here. Mondays are going to be my dump day. Not because it's poo, it's just going to be other things besides FPV stuff. If you don't like it, just don't watch it. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Isn't Tracer LoRa 50 hertz only? I think it's FLRC. Yeah, don't quote me on that one, Expander. When does Speedy Turtle go live? I don't think he does too many live things. Let me ask him. When's he gonna do? I just asked him over there on the Discord. Yeah, I don't think he's condescending. I don't think he's condescending at all. But there are times where he talks. It's mostly in the live streams that I think people are getting a little bit of that condescension from him. Plus, a lot of, he'll answer just about anybody who emails him. If you're hitting him up in the live stream chat, there's a good chance your question's not going to get answered. Email him, email me, email Rick Cepeda. Any of us out here are trying to help you guys out, and we'll all bend over backwards to try to help you. There's only one person I've told to go just straight up themselves. He had a quad that flew away on him, and I told him he probably has props on backwards, and doing the basic troubleshooting. And he said it flew up and almost hit him in the face, and he said a lot of nasty stuff, and I should never ever risk hurting him ever again. I told him, look, man, if you're not happy with this free advice and help that I'm giving you, you can go and just pack sand. And that was the end of that. I'm not dealing with that. Just got my first vaccine update yesterday. Yeah, was that through DJI or Apple? Just kidding. Brian McBeans, I'm more condescending than Jamie. Yeah, I think it's just the tone he takes on his live stream that puts people off. But I've had more than one person hit me up saying it. So everybody's different. Everybody's level of what they'll, what they consider condescending or anything like that. JB was a huge resource when there were very few. Yes, I agree. He was a huge resource. Between him and Stu are the two reasons I got into this hobby. They're the two reasons I was able to get into the hobby. The reason I got into hobby was watching Vortex, Ladrib, Steel. Those are the reasons I got in. They were the ones that made it possible. Morton Upshot. JB is awesome. He does have his moments, but don't we all? I agree. We do. I love JB. I've been a supporter. I've been a patron supporter of his for a very long time. Athex, that, yeah, you're spot on with that. Project Blue Falcon, yes, that's right. That was another one that kept me in this hobby, or made me be able to get into this hobby. His videos are still very relevant. A lot of his videos are still very relevant. I could not imagine where he would be if he was still around. I know he was doing stuff that other people weren't doing. Like, he was trying to design his own flight controllers and stuff like that way before anybody else was considering doing that kind of stuff. Yeah, that is a huge resource that was lost way too early. If you don't know who Project Blue Falcon was, you're missing out. Look it up. Very old videos, but very pertinent. Let's see. Most people wouldn't be in a hobby for JB. Yeah, this hobby had a it was different in the beginning because it was a very large barrier. Oh my God, it is just downpouring outside. Oh, I guess I'm not flying. Like it's like torrential downpouring now. Shit. Back in when I first got in this hobby, stuff was so expensive and not available, and like the selection was very, very small that you really had to want to be in this. And people toughed it out. Now, and then like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, stuff got so cheap and so much of it that everybody was getting the hobby that really had the drive and the determination to be in it or not. And I think the pendulum's swinging the other way again. If you want to get into this hobby, you're spending money, and you've got to really want it. But like the bind and flies have come so far. Like, it's hard to recommend building your own quad now. Like, the bind and flies are just really good. Wish he wasn't doing motorsports stuff. I do motorsports stuff. Think about it all the time. Cam going to I love JB, but you and your Discord are active in the most helpful. Yeah, I think it helps that my Discord and my viewer base is a lot smaller. Like, it definitely allows me to give more attention to more people. There are people that take way more of my attention than others, but I try to help out everybody. Like I posted on Discord, some guy had a shitty comment he left about this little guy. I'm like, hey man, I'm sorry you're having a hard time with it. Hit me up on Discord. I'll be more than happy to help you out. I will never ever hear from that guy again. But he left a shitty comment, and that shitty comment will stay. And there was another guy that had an issue with XJT light module. Said the same thing. Come on over, I'll help you out. And he actually showed up, helped him out. I think his module's borked, but you know, whatever. At least we went through all the steps to narrow it down. Yeah, Project Blue Falcon was way ahead of his curve. There was another one, another guy. I think he's still doing stuff, but I don't see his videos anymore. I don't know if just YouTube's not feeding me or not. Yeah, JB does have some good mods. His Blunty is, he's super helpful. All right, it's 11:52, coming to the end of the live stream here. We'll end this thing up in about 8 minutes here. I want to say thank you to everybody that came out today. Thank you to everybody who stuck around after the giveaway. Let's see, we dropped from 60, where are we at? We're at 60 concurrent viewers down to 52. Thank you so much for coming out. Got some other videos coming out. Need to record some content. I've been kind of waiting for my voice to get back to normal, but you know, it'll be whatever it is. It's just JB is great, but some people want instant responses. His videos are very helpful. Yeah, you know, this hobby. So if you go and research the information and apply it yourself, you'll be farther ahead than if somebody just gives you the answer. There are people there that will give you the answer. I will give you the answer if I can give you the answer. JB will give you the answer. But the whole analogy, you can lead a horse to water, or no, you can teach a man to fish. He'll be fed for life. If you give him a fish, he'll be fed for an hour type thing. That is, that's kind of the way I do it. Like, I want to try to empower people to figure out their issues, not just give them the answer. Yeah, that's why. Yeah. OCD FEV, always, do you have a good video on a full setup ELRS? No, I don't, because Express LRS has changed a lot, and I was kind of waiting. There are other people that have good videos on it. I think JB has a decent one, but it seems like every time I release a video on something like that, things change. Like, is it Express LRS with a nano module? Is it with an SPI module or a receiver? Like, there are so many different variables in this that it's hard to do a one-stop shop setup on Express LRS. But if you want it, I will make it. I'm always looking for ideas and content. Again, guys, go to Discord. Go down to this one here, video ideas. Post up your video ideas. I will do what I can to make it happen. But like I said, I'm only one person. I only have so much time in a day. I do have a day job. Hang on one second. This was my idea board. I've had this written up there for about 2 years now. I need to erase this and start up with a new list of ideas. It's weird, you know, I go into this thinking I'm done, but then I come out of it going, oh, I gotta do more. I'll be doing I'll be on, oh, what's his name? I keep forgetting. Sorry, guys. Edrone, what's his name? Edrone, yeah. Eric from Edrone contacted me a couple weeks ago wanting to know if I would like to come on his live stream to do an interview, and absolutely, I would love to. Just got to kind of figure out a time to do it. Obviously, I got to wait for this crud to stop. But I'll be on his channel. If you haven't heard of Edrone, check him out. There's some pretty good interviews. Interviewed some pretty big names. I'm kind of surprised. So anyways, look for that. Let's see. Robert Orlep, have a great day. Thanks for the stream. All right, man. Thanks for coming out. I really appreciate it. Speed Turtle just naked eyes his first Vista. That blue goop is no joke. It is a pain in the butt to remove. Adrian Glesner, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Probably not. So I have an iFlight bind and fly that will not bind to my DJI goggles. I've activated my air unit on the quad. I am very new and could use a little help. Any ideas why it won't bind? Have you updated your goggles and the air unit? Both have to be on the same firmware. Once they're both on the same firmware, plug in the goggles, plug in the quad, give the quad a couple seconds to boot up. push the little bind button on the air unit. I'm assuming it's air unit because you didn't say Vista. Push the button on the air unit, and then you got to push the button on the goggles. The goggles should start beeping, and they should bind together. If that's not what's happening, Adrian, please go to tweetfb.com. Go to the bottom, hit that Discord link, and head over there, and I'll try to help you out the best I can. Speedy Turtle says he is not doing a live video. He's just going to spin the wheel and post it on Patreon and Discord for any of you guys who were wanting to know. Yes, the goggles and their unit need to be on the same firmware. And hopefully it's just that simple for you. Hopefully it's just that simple. JB produce edit videos are great. The live stream sometimes takes a big man attitude. He's got the subs, so I guess he can act. Yeah, that's true. I mean, why not? You know, it's his stream. Do what he wants. As long as he's having fun. Never heard of him. Right. OCD FEV says, make an EORS video, please. Guide configuration setup. It's a new hotness. Okay. I'll put it on my list. You want a hat from eDrone? Athex. Yeah, I think I've watched that one. That was with was that with Ciati? Was that Ciati's interview with eDrone? Brandon Baked Beans is a huge help. Dude knows how to tune. It's like some Matrix shit over there with that guy. All right, guys, it's noon. I'm done. I need to take a break. My my voice thing is not doing it right now. Thanks. So I run out of energy here. All right, guys, thank you for coming out. Thanks for supporting me. If you want to be one of these cool kids, tweetfb.com. Click the Patreon. I have no idea what I'm going to give away this month, but I'll figure it out. A couple benefits. You get early access links to the giveaways, and for my sub 250 crate giveaways, I post the link to that so you don't have to fuss around with trying to find them in the video, because I've made that a whole hell of a lot harder for people because why not? It's fun. Anyways, I appreciate it. This is the highlight of my week, doing these live streams. I love interacting with you guys. Head over to Discord if you want to continue chatting, or if you need any help. That's the best way to get a hold of me. tweetfb@gmail.com if you want to email. And also, I would love to see any of the ideas you have for videos. Post them in the video ideas box. It can't hurt. We'll put it that way. All right, folks. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking this out. Hanging out, having fun. Congratulations, Brandon Donnelly, big winner. I think that's the name, right? Is that the right name? I hope it's the right name. Brandon Donnelly, yep. Boy, that'd be awkward. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. And stay positive, folks. We'll see you next week.